shout out to Char Willie for this story as well. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you this is in Atlanta, Georgia. It may or may not apply to your city. Please double check before taking any of the advice or suggestions that happen within this story. And remember, these are not the opinions of All Be That News. We are just sharing what is happening in the world. Okay.
He started Atlanta is cashing in on people fed up with parking lot boots, and who isn't? He started selling keys
And
to
who
people
isn't?
to unlock them without paying the steep fines the parking lot companies usually charge.
But is it legal? Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo talked to the man and asked police.
Well, it'll ruin just about anyone's day to walk out to your car and find one of those big yellow boots on your wheel so you can't drive off. The guy who started this whole thing decided enough is enough. So he found the key to getting free.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I know I don't know, in my head, the boot is like way bigger than that, but that's probably because, I guess it's advanced over time or whatever. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. To me, that's much smaller than I was remembering in my head. But to be fair, if my parents were ever in the position where they had one of them boots, I don't remember. Like, at all. So that might also be why that, like, I don't have a real memory of it happening to like me or someone I know, so much as I've seen maybe a couple on the street. I've seen it in movies or TV shows or like on the news, right? Like I've never seen it myself. So I don't know. But this is just mind blowing. Like this is literally mind blowing. Yeah, you can 1,000%. If you can tap in to the source here, okay, and it's legal in your city, you can make a killing. A billion percent. Like I would 100% probably grab this, right? And just I don't know, give it, like, if it's not too expensive, right? I give it out to like friends, family, whatever. But okay, I know I'm putting the cart before the horse. Y'all don't even know exactly what it is. Let's keep going. I'm just super excited. This is really cool.
Atlanta's tired of the boot. The people hate the boot.
Christian Verrett says he got booted in Atlanta's parking lots one too many times.
I figured out, hey, you can make a key and you can sell the key. You can duplicate the key.
So that's what he did. He started selling master keys to the boots online, $50 each.
These four will cover 90, maybe 95% of the boots in Atlanta.
Dude, $50 each? $50, that's it, and you need 4 that will cover about 90 to 95%. I mean, sure, they'll just jack up the percentage that they're using of the other 5 to 10%, but like, let's be real, the large majority are still going to use one of those. So that means for like $200, you could just buy all 4 and just have them, right? Like you could just buy this for like families or for groups of friends, for college dorm sets, right? And then you just kind of have it just in case. Now, what I think is absolutely crazy about this, absolutely crazy, is the fact that someone thought to do this. Like, bruh, what do you get booted for? You get booted for like parking tickets, right? Why don't y'all just pay your damn tickets? Like, either don't park illegally, don't get the tickets, right? But if you do, pay the damn ticket. Like, this is a case, they don't boot you because you have like one unpaid parking ticket. Again, I don't know. This is mostly coming from TV and movies and stuff. I gotta keep it a buck, right? But like normally people are getting booted because they have hundreds and thousands of dollars of unpaid tickets, right? And I'm like, dude, Buddy got tired of having to be in this predicament. Bruh, how many tickets did you get? Like, you have to think about it, because before he had the solution, it means he would get a boot, he'd finally pay off the fines enough to be able to get the boot removed, right? And then he would just rack up more fines. Why don't you just not rack up the fines? Like, bro, people ain't shit. Real talk. That's just what it is. People ain't ish. That's it. Okay, let's keep watching. What is...
Maybe about 6 or 7 companies that boot. There's a few really big companies that have the majority of the contracts. I have all of their keys.
He says he's been doing it for the last few months, and so far, he says he's sold about 600. How did you get the prototype of the key?
That's a trade secret, so I can't tell you that, but it was hard work.
Verrett tells me this is just a passion project on the side, and he's not in it for the money. Actually, he says his end goal is to be put out of business.
I want the boot banned overall. You know, this was really just to raise awareness about getting the boot banned.
A bill at the state capitol to do just that failed this legislative session.
Well, maybe it's because folks like this get boot after boot after boot because they think that the laws and the rules don't apply to them. So they think that, you know, even though it's illegal for them to park in this place or to do this thing, they're going to do it anyway, right? And then when they get ticketed fairly because, hey, this is against the rules and you're not supposed to do it, and we have to penalize you in the hopes that you'll stop doing this thing, right? Instead of just paying that off and saying, bad me, won't do it anymore, right? They just get more, they just say, just keep accumulating and accumulating because those rules don't belong to them, right? It doesn't apply to me. When I do it, it's cute. And then when the boot gets put on their car, they're like, what? This should be illegal. Are you guys serious? Yeah, no wonder they won't outlaw the boot because realistically, y'all are already proving that even with the boot, y'all do not care. You don't care. You don't care to follow the rules, nor do you care to pay the fines when you are caught not following the rules, when you and your car do something disruptive to civility. Why in the world would they take away the one thing they've got hanging over your head, which is that stupid boot, right? Why would they take that away? Why? Okay, someone's gonna have to explain this to me. I know, I'm sounding like evil dictator Ruby, but really, I don't get it. Okay.
Now he's calling on Atlanta's mayor and city council to ban the boot in city limits.
In the meantime, this is the people's only alternative, and honestly, I don't care if the business fails. I'm here just to help the people out.
And one of the biggest questions I had is this legal? I asked APD. They say yes, it's completely okay to have one of these keys and bust yourself out of a private lot.
But hold on. We really have to deal with this.
Right.
I want y'all to listen to what he says.
City council to ban the boot in city limits.
In the meantime, this is the people's only alternative. And
this is the people's only alternative. If only there was another alternative, right? Like the government boot bandits who just go around and randomly boot cars and say, ha, we picked you at a random. Now you've got to pay money to get rid of the boot. Random. There is no way to escape this. God, it's the people's only option is to buy these keys. If only there was some way to escape the boot. To never ever have the boot to begin with. If only there was some other way. Well, at least for now, you've got Buddy here, and he's offering you the only option. Like, what? I don't know. I might sound crazy here, but do you think either not racking up the parking infractions and fines would be a better way to go, and B, that if you rack up those parking infractions and fines, that paying that money to the tickets might be the better way to go, or showing up in court and battling the tickets if you think that they're unfairly applied to you. But no. This is a brilliant man, and I'm gonna say that he's brilliant. His marketing is just because people will be like, "Yo, this is my only recourse." No, it's not. Just, bro. Well, how much are your tickets? It'll be like $150. Why don't you take the $150 and pay your tickets? Nah, man, I'm gonna buy these keys. I could get 3. Okay, sorry.
honestly, I don't care if the business fails. I'm here just to help the people out.
And one of the biggest questions I had is this legal? I asked
right?
APD. They say yes, it's completely okay to have one of these keys and bust yourself out of a private lot. They say the only two ways you can get in trouble are if you steal the boot or damage it. In Atlanta.
Amazing. Amazing. So the only ways you can get in trouble when it comes to the boot is if you damage the boot in any way or if you steal it. So if you buy a key or steal a key, well, let's say buy a key, but if you get access to a key somehow to remove the boot from your car without damaging it, and then you leave the boot where your car once was, then you've done nothing wrong. Incredible. Incredible. That is absolutely amazing. So it is not illegal to remove the boot from your car. Now, again, like this is why I said at the beginning, right? You're going to have to check with your city and state, whatever, because I don't know. I don't know if this is like an America-wide thing or whatever, right? But in Atlanta, it's not illegal to remove the boot. It's just not. Just don't damage the boot. So it's not illegal. If you have tens of thousands of fines or thousands of fines, thousands of dollars in fines, yeah, for $200, you have a 95% chance of being able to just take this boot off of your car without incurring more debt, damage, or, maybe criminal. I don't know, criminal filings for some type of destruction of property. Bro, this one was funny. This was absolutely hilarious. Listen, I'm just saying, some of our peoples, for example, maybe Shar, might have a pension fund that they would like to start a business so that they could build themselves up a pension. This might be the way, because this is absolutely brilliant. It's horrible / terrible, but brilliant at the same time. If y'all have a hookup, email us so we can pass the information along to the correct people. That's all I'm saying.